What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be classifying quadrilaterals. First, what is a quadrilateral? Well, we look at our prefix quad, and quad means four. So we're going to be classifying four-sided shapes, okay? And to classify just means to put into groups based on their traits or their characteristics. So what I have is a bunch of definitions of quadrilaterals, and that's all this is understanding the definitions and putting that into use. Okay, so I want to go over all the definitions first, then we'll backtrack a little bit and go over each one individual and show you what each one looks like. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start with a trapezoid. A trapezoid is one pair of parallel sides. Okay, we know what parallel means. Parallel means they go on and never touch. So there's one pair of parallel sides. We need to understand what the word pair means too. Okay, so a pair means two of them. Okay, think of something else that has a pair, like a pair of socks. If you have one pair of socks, you have two socks, right? So one pair of parallel sides is two sides that are parallel, okay? And we'll get back to that in a sec. Then we have a parallelogram, which is two pairs of parallel sides, which I spelled wrong. There we go. Two pair of parallel sides and two pairs of sides of equal length, okay? So look at this word pairs again. It comes up. Two pairs of parallel sides. So if you have two pairs of socks, how many socks do you have? One pair is two socks. Okay? Two pairs is four socks. So you have two pairs of parallel sides and two pairs of sides of equal length. I know it might sound a little confusing now. We're going to go through them all, and then I'll show you some tricks how to remember them, okay? Then we have a rhombus, which is two pairs of parallel sides and four sides of equal length. Okay, so four of the sides are going to be the same length, and then it has two pairs of parallel sides, which means there's one pair of parallel sides, and then there's another pair of parallel sides. A rectangle, we've all seen rectangle, but this is the definition of a rectangle. It is two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of sides of equal length, and four right angles. If you can think in your head what a rectangle is. Okay, does it have two pairs of parallel sides? Is there two pairs of sides of equal length? Four right angles, yeah? And a square. We all know what a square is. Here's the definition though. It is, move that away, two pairs of parallel sides, four sides of equal length, and four right angles. All right? Now, I would suggest you write this down. Pause the video. Write it down. Take a picture. Or come back to this part of the video and pause it while you're doing your lesson. Okay? You don't have to just memorize this to do the lesson. I want you to use this information. This is all it is right here. That's all this lesson is right here, is these definitions putting to use with shapes, okay? So write this down, take a picture, or when you're doing your lesson, just pause this video at this point, and you'll be able to refer back to this, okay? But for right now, let's make some of these. So I'm going to shrink this down. Shrink it down so I can draw some of these out for you. Okay, we're going to take these with us. So let's start with a trapezoid. A trapezoid is what? One pair of parallel sides. Let me go a little bigger here. That'll work. Okay, one pair of parallel sides. So I'm going to make one side here, and one side here. These are parallel lines, okay? They don't have to be the same length. They don't have to even be next to each other, really. But now I'm going to connect them. So I'm going to connect this to this, and then this to this. So this is a trapezoid. One pair of parallel sides. Let me just make this color and get another color here so I can switch between the two. So where's our parallel sides? Right here and right here. One pair of parallel sides. Now remember I told you about the socks earlier. Let me bring up some socks here. So I got some dog socks right here. And let me make these a little smaller. Let me make both of them a little smaller. Okay, so we got our dog socks. That can be our sides. We got one pair. We got dog socks up here. We got dog socks down here. That's one pair of socks, right? That's one pair of parallel sides. All right? Good. Let's look at parallelogram now. Okay? Move that over a little bit. That's trapezoid. So a parallelogram is two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of sides of equal length. All right? So this is how most parallelograms are shown. We got parallel sides here. And let me go like this. And then, so two pairs of parallel sides. There. There. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Okay. Two pairs of parallel sides. Do we have two pairs of parallel sides? Let's point out our parallel sides. This is a parallel to this. To this. So our reds are parallel. Let me get a green. And these two are, these two are parallel. The greens are parallel. Okay? So two pairs of parallel sides. Let me get my socks back out. We got our doggy socks, and we also got some pizza socks. So, dog socks. We got, that's one pair of sides, or one pair of socks, right? Let me make these a little smaller. We got our pizza socks. That's one pair. There we go. So there's one pair of socks. This is two pairs of socks. So how many socks, how many pairs of socks do we have here? We got two pairs of socks, right? Or we have two pairs of parallel sides. Okay? Do you see that? This and this is one pair of parallel sides. The pizza socks, or the green, is another pair of parallel sides. So when it says two pairs of parallel sides, think of two pairs of socks. Do we have two pairs of socks here? Yes. We got our dog socks, we got our pizza socks. 1, 2. That's two pairs of socks. Now, two pairs of sides of equal length. Let me move my socks down. Two pairs of sides of equal length. So we got this length right here is equal to this length right here. Okay? So not only are they parallel, not only are they parallel, but they're also the same length. And are these two the same length? We're not worried about parallel, we're worried about length right now. These two are the same length as well. So two pairs of sides of equal length. Take sides of equal length off. Let me do this. If we just cross that off. And write socks. Two pairs of socks. Do we have two pairs of socks here? Yes. We got these two, and we got these two. 2 pairs of socks. But what it's really asking for is 2 pairs of sides of equal length. So this is equal to this, and this is equal to this, okay? So when it says 2 pairs or 1 pair is 2 sides, okay? So 1 pair is this and this are dog socks. 1 pair is our pizza socks, okay? That's where people get confused talking about pairs, because it gets a little more confusing after this. All right, so let's keep our socks up. And let's talk about a rhombus. A rhombus is 2 pairs of parallel sides. And this is how a rhombus is normally drawn. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Oops. Let me do that on another layer so it's not crazy. Okay, we got 2 pairs of parallel sides. Good. 4 sides of equal length. Okay. So let me try to get this as equal as possible. As equal as possible. There. Okay? But that's a square, right? A rhombus is normally drawn like this. That's what you're normally going to see a rhombus like. Because a square has one more. Remember, our square has 4 right angles. Okay? So a rhombus has 2 pairs of parallel sides, 4 sides of equal length. So there's only 1 pair in there. Okay? So let's grab our dog socks and we'll say that one, yeah. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Well, how many pairs is this? How many pairs of socks is this? That's just 1 pair, right? So we got 1 pair of parallel sides. And now, with our pizza socks, we got 2 pairs of parallel sides. Right? Do you see that? So, 2 pairs of socks. Do we have 2 pairs of socks here? Yeah. So that's 4 total. That's 4 socks total. 2 pairs of socks is 4 socks total. 2 pairs of parallel lines is 4 lines total. So we got 2 pairs of parallel sides. This side and this side, dog sock and dog sock, are parallel sides. Pizza sock and pizza sock are parallel sides. Okay? Now let's take the socks off. Because it also has 4 sides of equal length, and you saw me maneuver that there, these are all equal length. So that is a rhombus. Okay? Now, I did not color code these, so let me show you that. 2 pairs of parallel sides. So this side, bring that up here. This side is parallel with this side. That's 1 pair. And this side is parallel with this side. 2 pairs of parallel sides, 4 equal length. 4 sides of equal length, okay? That's a rhombus. Now let's look at a rectangle. A rectangle has 2 pairs of parallel sides, 2 pairs of sides of equal length, and 4 right angles. That's where with the rectangle and squares, we need right angles. Okay? So let's get to drawing a rectangle. And let me do it there. Okay. This will be a rectangle. And I want to take that there. And I want to do this, and I want to do this, and we got ourselves a rectangle. Now we've all seen rectangles, right? It has two pairs of parallel sides. Let's get my socks out. Two pairs. That's one pair of parallel sides. Now we have two pairs of parallel sides. Okay? So this is one pair of parallel sides. These two sides is another pair of parallel sides. And then it also has four right angles, which we can see. That was awful. We can see there, something like that. These are all right angles, or supposed to be, okay, in a rectangle. Now notice our parallelogram looks like a rectangle, but it does not have right angles in here, okay? So a rectangle has to have four right angles. And let's draw our parallel pairs. So two pairs of parallel sides. This is parallel to this, right? And this is parallel to this. So our dog socks is parallel to the dog sock. That's one pair. The pizza sock is parallel to the pizza sock. That's one pair. Okay? So when it talks about two pairs, you're going to have four sides total, or four socks total, right? So two pairs of parallel sides. One pair of socks is right here, and they're parallel. Another pair is the pizza socks, and they're parallel. So that's two pairs. So two pairs of sides of equal length. I don't have to move my socks. Look, the dog sock is equal length to the dog sock. And my pizza sock is equal length to the pizza sock. So we got two pairs, right? One pair is the dog sock. That's one pair of socks. The pizza socks are another pair. And they're equal length. Good. And four right angles. Four right angles. Good. Now last one. Square. A square has two pairs of parallel sides, four sides of equal length, and four right angles. So let's draw us a square. Nope. Let's do this, and that's one side. So I need all sides to be equal. So I'm just gonna grab that side. And let's grab that side again. And we'll make that there. Good. We'll grab that there. And we got a square. All right, that's 7. Let's group that up for my square. Move it over here. Good. So we've got some room to work with. All right. So a square, two pairs of parallel sides. Let's grab that and say, here's one pair of parallel sides. Okay? So the reds are parallel, and that's also my dog socks. Parallel, that's one pair of parallel sides, right? Let's grab my green. And here's another pair. My greens are parallel. Oops, why'd you move, doggy? Get out of here. There we go. All right, my dog socks are parallel. Now let's get my pizza socks. That's all crazy right now. Pizza sock. And I'm guessing this pizza sock's going to be crazy too. Nope. Okay, there we go. Now my pizza sock is part of the pair of the greens. My other pizza socks, so I got two pairs there, right? Two pairs of socks. I got my doggy socks. I got my pizza socks. That's two pairs of socks, or two pairs of parallel sides. Four sides of equal length, and four right angles. Good. That's a square. Now, you might see, instead of socks, you're not going to see socks everywhere. This is how they might note that sides are the same. Let me close some of this. They might, and let me do like an orangey color. They might make little ticks, little marks on the sides to say that side is equal to that side. And then they'll do two over here. That side is equal to that side. Just to show you in writing that these two are equal sides. It's not going to do that for parallel, but it'll tell you. So like one tick and one tick here. Let me do a different color because that kind of blends in. There we go, like a purple. Okay, so 1 and 1. These two sides are the same. And then it'll do 1, it'll do 2, 1, 2. These two sides are the same. Okay, so on a square, it might do this. Meaning all of the 1s are the same. Here, all the 2s are the same. This might do the same thing. All of the 1s are the same. Here, this might be 1, 1, 2, 2. That's just showing you these are the same length. It's got nothing to do with parallel or anything else, okay? This is just showing you that these are the same length because you're not always going to have a ruler, or if it's on, I think in your book, it's got it written like that. That's just telling you that the sides are the same. It means all the ones with the one little tick here are the same size, the same length, okay? Okay. That's all the definitions, I believe. Yes. So like I said, I would write those down. I got a few we're going to practice on. So let me grab my vocab and let's go down here. So we can fit all that on screen. Maybe like that. Okay. Good. So, something else I need to mention. A shape can be more than one thing. Okay? If it meets all the criteria, then it's that. That's what it is. Okay? It doesn't have to be only a square. A square can be different things. So read right here with me. A square has two pairs of parallel sides. Let's read rhombus. Two pairs of parallel sides. That's the same. Four sides of equal length. A rhombus. Four sides of equal length. So is a square a rhombus? Yes. A square is a rhombus. Is a rhombus a square? A square has four right angles. A rhombus does not. So a rhombus is not a square, but a square is a rhombus. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is what you're going to have trouble with, okay? You're going to have to tell me that a square is a rhombus and a square, okay? Let's go through these and we'll decide. Okay, so this first one, let's read through it. One pair of parallel sides. Well, it's got two. Okay, so it's not a trapezoid. And we can do purple. We can do purples. Grab a new layer here. Okay. We know that this side is the same as this side, and these two sides look to be the same. Okay? So, a parallelogram. Two pairs of parallel sides. This side and this side are parallel. This side, my two sides are parallel to each other. My one sides are parallel to each other. So is that two pairs? Do I have two pairs of socks in there? Yeah. This is one pair. My ones here. And then my twos are another pair of parallel sides. So, two pairs of parallel sides. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Two pairs. My ones are a pair of equal length. My 2's are a pair of equal length. So that's, yeah, I'm just going to put P. That's a parallel, that's an awful P, but that's a parallelogram. I need to move my board here to make a straight P. P. There we go. For parallelogram. That is a parallelogram, but let's move on. 2 pairs of parallel sides, we already said it has that. 4 sides of equal length, no. That does not have 4 sides of equal length. So it's not a rhombus. Rectangle, 2 pairs of parallel sides, we said yes. 2 pairs of sides of equal length, yes. We already said that because that's a parallelogram. 4 right angles, it looks like 4 right angles to me, so that's also, put a little comma, a rectangle. I'm just going to put R. Guys, I cannot write on this little board. R, there we go. Good, so it's a it's a parallelogram, and it's a rectangle. And by the way, they're all quadrilaterals. If you see quadrilateral as an answer, click it or circle it or dot it or thumbs up it or however you mark the right answer. Okay? All these are quadrilaterals. So in the book, I think it wants you to say, is it a quadrilateral? Yes, it's a quadrilateral. Duh. They're all quadrilaterals. Book. Come on. Okay. So this is a parallelogram and it's a rectangle. Is it a square? Let's see. A square has 2 pairs of parallel sides. It does. 2 pairs of parallel sides. 4 sides of equal length. It only has 2 pairs of sides of equal length. It doesn't have 4 sides of equal length, so it's not a square. So this is a parallelogram and a rectangle. You see how it can be 2? It can be 2 different quadrilaterals. Okay, so you have to kind of go through every definition because I know on the MobyMax test or lesson it says mark as many choices that apply or something. Or it's one of those where mark as much as, you know what I'm trying to say, mark all that apply or something like that. Okay, so this one is a parallelogram and a rectangle. Great, let's look at this next one. 1 pair of parallel sides. It's got this and this are parallel. These 2 are not parallel. You might say, well, this is going to go off this way and this is going to go off this way, and they're never going to touch, right? Correct, but if you go down this way and keep going and then this one goes down this way, they'll eventually going to touch down there. So these 2 sides are not parallel. But these 2 sides are. So good, we have 1 pair of parallel sides. That's it for trapezoid. So we know it's a trapezoid because it has 1 pair. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Well, we just said no. So we don't even have to read on parallelogram. We know it doesn't have 2 pairs of parallel sides. A rhombus, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Nope. Rectangle, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Nope. Square, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Nope. So it's just a trapezoid, and a trapezoid is always just a trapezoid. So if you see something that only has 1 pair, meaning a dog sock and a dog sock, 1 pair of parallel sides, it's going to be a trapezoid, and that's all it's ever going to be. Okay? So let's look right here. You can probably tell what this is just by looking at it. We know it looks like a square, but let's go through the definitions for fun. Trapezoid, 1 pair of parallel sides. Well, it's got more than 1 pair of parallel sides. Parallelogram, 2 pairs of parallel sides. It does. Let me get colors up here, and we'll do like a red. So that's 1 pair of parallel sides. This is another pair of parallel sides. Right? So the purple are parallel, the red are parallel. So we have 2 pairs of parallel sides. 2 pairs of sides of equal length. Now, a square, there, I ticked all of them. I made 1 for all of them. But does it have 2 pairs of sides of equal length? Yes. even though they're all the same, okay? We look at the pairs of sides. We look at the purple sides, which is our one pair is the purple sides or the dog sock sides, right? So look at the purple sides. That's one pair, and those are equal, okay? So purple is equal. Then we look at our red sides. These sides right here. Are those equal? Two pairs of sides of equal length. Yes. So our pizza socks are equal, and our dog socks are equal. So that's two pairs of sides of equal length, right? So it is a parallelogram. Let me put that in purples to be a little consistent here. So that is a parallelogram. Even though all four sides are equal, it still has two pairs of equal sides. Okay? Rhombus. Is it a rhombus? Two pairs of parallel sides. Well, we just said it does have two pairs of parallel sides. Four sides of equal length. Yes. A square has four sides of equal length. This side, and this side. And we mark that with these little tally marks, these little ticks, right? That 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. So those four sides are equal. So it is a rhombus. A rectangle. Two pairs of parallel sides. Yeah, rectangle. We just said it has that. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Well, let's look at that. That's the same thing as a rhombus. Two pairs of sides of equal length. That's one pair. Our purple is one pair. Or our dog socks, two socks, one pair. And then our pizza socks in the red, right, is another pair. So that's two pairs. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Yeah, it has that too. Four right angles. It sure does have that. Yes, maybe I should do rhombus RH. Because there's also R for rectangle. RH will be rhombus. So a square is a rectangle as well. Okay, and then, is the square a square? Let's check it. Two pairs of parallel sides. Do you see how a lot of these repeat? Look at two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of parallel sides. Four sides of equal length. Four sides of equal length. So this is why they can be different quadrilaterals. This is why these shapes can be multiple things. And then four right angles. Yes. So this square is a parallelogram. It is a rhombus. It is a rectangle. And it is a square. And did you see how we found all that? Because it matches each of these definitions. That's why I told you at the beginning I would write these definitions down. Because it can get very confusing if you just try to remember it. Okay? And I don't expect you to remember it during the lesson. I want you to write these down and get familiar with it. Okay? So, very good. This quadrilateral right here is a parallelogram, a rhombus, a rectangle, and a square. That's a lot. Okay. This one, again, we're going to go through all this. One pair of parallel sides. It's got two pairs of parallel sides. And let's mark those. Okay, this is one pair. These two sides are one pair, or two socks is one pair. And then there is this. Now you can already kind of almost tell what this is because we've been doing these up here. I drew it up at the top. I'm not going back up right now because I want to go through all the definitions, okay? A trapezoid, one pair of parallel sides. Okay, tongue twisted now. One pair of parallel sides. No, it's got two. Two pairs of parallel sides. Well, parallelogram, I just told you it's got two. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Let's look at that. I'm going to mark these. two pairs. Where are we? Oh, parallelogram. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Yeah, because this side and this side is one pair, and then my red pairs are equal length, right? So two pairs of sides of equal length. Two pairs, this is one pair, my purple's one pair, my red is two pairs of sides of equal length. Yeah, so this is a parallelogram. I know, it's getting confusing, I understand. This is why I said copy these down so you can go over it during the lesson. Parallelogram. Is it a rhombus? Two pairs of parallel sides. We said it has that. Four sides of equal length. We'll look at my little ticks here. I got 1, 2, 4. So four sides of equal length. This is the same. This side's the same as this side, which is the same as this side. That's the same as this side. So we do have four sides of equal length. So it's a rhombus. RH. Rhombus. Rectangle. Two pairs of parallel sides. We know it has that. Two pairs of sides of equal length. Yes, we know it has that. Four right angles. This is what it doesn't have. Because remember, right angles are squared angles. Angles that look like this. So that's why when the rhombus is tilted, it is no longer a square or a rectangle. Because look at the square has four right angles as well. Okay, so it is a parallelogram and it is a rhombus. Okay, now down here, I don't want to move that too much because even I need these definitions, guys. It can get confusing. Confusing. Okay, is this a trapezoid? One pair of parallel sides? No, it has more than one pair of parallel sides. Parallelogram, two pairs of parallel sides. Let's look. This and this. That's one pair of parallel sides. Are these two parallel? Yeah. Looks like that. So looks like this is a parallelogram. Is it a rhombus? Two pairs of parallel sides. We just said that, rhombus. Four sides of equal length. Okay, these sides are not equal length. So I'm going to note that by saying tick, tick. And then these two sides are the same. I'm telling you. Okay, that's something you might need to be told or written down or something like that. And I'm telling you right now, these two sides are the same, and then my red sides are the same length. Okay. Is it a rectangle? Two pairs of parallel sides. Yep, two pairs of sides of equal length. Aha, two pairs of sides of equal length. These two right here, remember, are the same as this. So if it's a parallelogram, it's got the first two parts of a rectangle. So, does it have four right angles? No, it does not have four right angles. So it's not a rectangle. This is not a rectangle. Is it a square? Two pairs of parallel sides. Four sides of equal length? Well, we don't have four sides of equal length. Okay, so it's just a parallelogram. It's just a parallelogram. Let's look at this next one. We're moving faster now, right? We're kind of getting it. This one's a little weird. We'll say that one and that one are parallel. And then we'll say these two sides are also parallel. And I wish I didn't use two colors that are close. We can tell them apart, though. We can tell them apart. Okay, so let's go back up here. Is it a trapezoid? One pair of parallel sides. No, it's got two pairs of parallel sides. Is it a parallelogram? Two pairs of parallel sides. And before I move on, I'm just going to tell you. These two sides are the same. And these two sides are the same. Okay. Two pairs of parallel sides. We do have that. The purples are parallel. The purples are parallel. Say that 5 times fast. The purples are parallel. And the reds are parallel. So we have two pairs of parallel sides, right? So our purples would be the cat socks. and our reds would be the pizza socks. 2 pairs. 2 pairs of sides of equal length. 2 pairs of size. So the purple is 1 pair. The red is another pair. So we do have 2 pairs. So it is a parallelogram. Most definitely. A rhombus. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Yes, we have that. 4 sides of equal length. Well, I told you this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So we do not have 4 sides of equal length, so it's not a rhombus. Rectangle, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Yes, 2 pairs of sides of equal length. Okay, let's look. This is 1 pair, right? This would be our cat socks. 1 pair of sides of equal length. And then this is another pair. The reds are equal length. So that's 2 pairs, right? Good. 4 right angles. Does that look like a right angle? It sort of does. Yeah, I believe those are right angles. So, hey, it's a rectangle too. Rectangle. Is it a square? We can already probably answer that in our head. Because a square has 4 right angles. It does. 4 sides of equal length. Well, I just told you that it has 2 pairs of sides of equal length. So when we're talking about length, it does not have 4 of the same length, right? 4 sides of the same length. It has 2 pairs of sides of equal length, if that made any sense. It has this, the purple sides are equal, and then the red sides are equal. They're not all equal. Okay? And our very last one. Please make it easy, Hauser. Let's look at the trapezoid. 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, that was not a straight line, but here we go. There's 1. There's another. We got 1 pair. Now, are these parallel lines too? If we keep going up and up and up with this, and up and up and up, that's gonna make like, ooh, that's gonna make like a triangle. They're gonna intersect. So that's just 1 pair of parallel sides. And we can stop there because we know everything else has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So that's just, let me stay consistent with my purples, a trapezoid. Okay? A lot of information there. Now, again, I suggest go back to the beginning of the video where I had those definitions really big. Either copy them down or pause the video there and then go do your lessons and come back and look and do exactly what we did right here. Do exactly what we did right here. Start with trapezoid. Does it have 1 pair? If it's got more than 1 pair, then you got to move on. It's not a trapezoid. Parallelogram, 2 pairs. And remember, don't let that confuse you. 2 pairs does not mean 2 sides. It means 4 sides, but there's 2 pairs of parallel sides, like in a parallelogram, right? So it means 1 side is parallel to the other side. This side is parallel to that side. Okay? So go back through the video if you are confused. Send me any questions. I know you do great. Have a great, well, it's nighttime now, but it might be morning for you. So have a great morning, afternoon, night, whenever it is. Let me know how you're doing. Thanks.